I'm back with my wildflower patch. It's mid-July, so it's time to give an update. And I have 11 newly bought flowers that I need to plant. So it's gonna be a fun time. I'm gonna have a fun time. So let's get into it. First off, we have prairie smoke. I have 5 of these guys. Their foliage is more of a low growing, kind of a dense, matte ground cover. And their flowers are very unique. They're kind of like this short little stick, kind of like a puff of smoke or a puff of hair on top. They bloom early, April, May, which is what I need for my wildflower patch. So that's great. Yeah, more unique flower, which I'm excited about. Next, we have golden banner. These flowers are yellow, almost lupin-like. The plant can grow a couple feet tall, taller than the prairie smoke. As prairie smoke stays usually under a foot and a half. So these get a couple feet tall. They are more early summer, May, June bloomers. Then next we have Palmer's penstemon. These I'm so excited about. They bloom in June. They can get 4 to 5 feet tall. Right, of course, the flower stalk shoots out, and yeah, so they can get tall. The flowers look really cool. They're almost like a white, purple, pink mixture. They look like an epic penstemon. Supposedly they're pretty fragrant as well, which is more rare for penstemon to be a strong flower smell, you know. They aren't native to Colorado, unfortunately. They are native to the 3 other Four Corner states. Close enough. But yeah, man, I'm so excited for these. And then the final ones are an annual, okay? All these I just mentioned are perennials, but this is an annual. I grew from seed, the Rocky Mountain bee plant. I'm excited for this one. Once again, more unique. They bloom midsummer to fall. I wouldn't be surprised if they're still blooming September, October. They have a purple pink flower. They can grow upwards to 2 to 4 feet. These I planted from seed are very soon to pop. So those are all the flowers that I need to plant. Let's get into it. Okay, I just finished planting all the prairie smoke. There's one right there, one back there, one right there, and then we have 2 over here, right there, and right back there. I wanted to plant a couple like I did, more close, more along the edge, so I can see them better when they do bloom, so they aren't blocked by other flowers, which is nice. Here's a great bumblebee enjoying the coneflower. Nice. So yeah, that's where I planted those. Next up, golden banner. I'm thinking I'll put one back there. You see it? And then one there and one there. So let's get it. Okay, golden banner and Palmer's penstemon are planted. I put the golden banner. There's one right there, one right there, one Palmer's penstemon way back here. Boom, right down there. Okay, and then the other Palmer's penstemon right next to some Rocky Mountain penstemon and a columbine that hasn't really done much. But so yeah, I wanted to try to plant the Palmer's penstemon more along the fence, but it's kind of hard to get back there, and they're pretty big. They're in decent sized containers, and I didn't want to disrupt what's going along the fence too much. And I know this will get good sun. The one back here might be questionable, but we'll see. So I got all those planted. Next we have the final two, the Rocky Mountain bee plant. I think I'm just gonna plant one this evening and see where I'm at, because I might not have room to plant that one, but I know for sure this one is going right here. Boom. There was a dead columbine that never really did anything, so that will go right there. Gets pretty good sun still. So yeah, that's the plan. Okay, I got everything planted, and now to give a little update as far as the rest of my wildflower patch. To start us off, the Rocky Mountain penstemon were a huge disappointment this year. I only got about 10 flower stalks compared to 50 to 75 last year. I'm trying to figure out why this happened. I did let all the flower stalks last year go to seed, so that might have just completely wore them out, and they said, nope, I'm not going to flower this year. They are younger plants, so maybe, yeah, it was just a lot for them last year to go to seed and everything. But then, like, I don't know, I don't feel like that should have affected them a whole lot, especially since many other penstemon that I see throughout the neighborhood that went to seed last year came back perfect this year and had tons of flower stalks. So yeah, it's confusing, sad. But I do have this guy back here that's just now blooming. It's mid-July. You're a month late, but I'll take it. It's fun. Coneflowers. They're doing great, as always. They've all come back and starting to bloom. I had some Indian blanket flowers last year. Several of them just didn't come back this year. I have a couple down there at the end, but disappointed how those have come back or have not come back. And then what else here? Those are my main flowers so far. I do have some sweet clover at the end there. I don't plan to keep those for too long. I mean, I'll probably keep them there this year, but since it's not a true native to the United States and it can be pretty aggressive, But I plan to grow some prairie clover that is native, so that'll probably take its spot. Yeah, and then I have planted a handful of other things throughout the past couple months. Planted some coneflower for ground cover, some creeping Oregon grape for kind of a higher up ground cover, and that stays evergreen, which is nice. And I got some Rocky Mountain goldenrod, which I'm really excited about. I got 2 of those that I ordered online and came through the mail. So that was an exciting new experience, you know? What else? Oh yeah, the last one is sticky geraniums. I got 5 of those. I'm excited about those because those can tolerate shade, which is great. And 3 of them have already or are flowering, which was a surprise to me since, you know, they're small plants. I thought they weren't going to flower for at least another year, but surprise. So that's a nice positive. So yeah, you know, I feel like I've made good progress this summer with planting more things, and I'm trying to grow even more things from seed. So yeah, you know, that's the update. And yeah, you know, it's like I said in the last wildflower video, it takes patience, right? Patience for everything to really be thriving, especially the stuff I grow from seed. So I just gotta hang in there. But I've liked the progress I've made so far this year. So yeah, that's it. Bye-bye.